Hi everyone. This is movie one for chapter three, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about, I'm sorry, the training for chapter three, the walkthrough of the chapter. For this one, there are four parts. So as you move through the chapter, you're going to submit that along the way. This is not normally how the chapters training does, but for this one, since you're doing filters and that kind of thing, we're capturing it as you go along. So this first one, I'm going to go ahead and download it. So I clicked on it. I'm in my IT lab. I'm going to download the materials, download all files, close. It's going to be here in my zipped file. It's a zipped file. I need to extract it. I'm going to browse, find where I normally save my files. So you would do the same. So now I have the files extracted and ready to use. I'm going to pull up the Word document. Let me do something here first. The grader file, which is really more of a rubric, but what I wanted to make sure of is that you note that we're going to submit this first part A after query employee appointments, which I think is on 187. So at that point then we're going to submit this back for grade. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the document. And this first piece is really about doing some searching. So this chapter is all about querying and looking at data and looking at it in a different way. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up this customer table. And okay, so this first thing that we want to do, I'm on my first record. I want to, oops, I think I skipped something. I need to go to, sorry about that. Go to the last record and you're going to put your name in and make up some information. Don't put real information in. And then, so now you have a new record with your name. We're going to go back home, and now we're going to try and find Guy. So we're going to use the find button here. We're going to type in GUI. What we want to do is, instead of looking in the current field, we want to look in the whole document, and we're going to say find next. So it finds Guy Bowers. We're going to find next Guy Blake, and then that's the end of it in the table. So we get this. So anytime you want to try and find something, you use the find, but the key is, if you're not sure exactly where it would be located, change it to the current document instead of the current field. Okay, so then we want to do a find and replace. So let's go back home. We're going to go back up to record 1. Now we're going to do a replace. And so Erica, Rocha, is getting married. And so she wants to change her last name to Muer. So we're going to try and find Rocha, and we're going to replace it with Muer. So we're going to find next, And what we notice here is, yes, it's the right last name, but it's Emily, not Erica. So we don't want to change that one, so we're going to do find next. Oh, there's Erica, and we want to change it, so we're going to say replace. It replaced her name. Notice the pencil. We're going to do OK. Close this. This has not taken effect until I move off of it. So now I'm off of it, and her last name is now changed. Okay, if you look at page 171, it talks about wildcard characters. So you just want to make sure that you familiarize yourself with those characters. The big one is the asterisk, which means supplement anything you want here. It could be letters, it could be numbers, it could be 1 character, it could be 10 characters. And the other one that's used a lot is the question mark. So we're going to go ahead and close out of customer and open up product in design or in datasheet view. We want to find anything that has the word butter in it. So what I did was asterisk butter asterisk. So that means there could be something in front of the word butter. There could be something after the word butter, right? And it could be 1 character, could be many characters. So I'm going to say find next, and there it is, cocoa body butter. So there's nothing at the end, but there's stuff on the beginning. So I'm going to do find next. Lemon body butter, okay, before but not at the end. And then that's it. So when I want to find, so if there was something with some butter and then something after it, it would have found it. So you use that wildcard character when you want to just, you don't care what the contents is, like all we cared about was the word butter. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel. And now we're going to talk about filters. So filters are quick ways to select a subset of data. So we're going to close up product, and we're going to open up employee. Oh, I'm sorry, customer. Sorry, customer. All right, so we want to locate the first record with an address in the state of Minnesota here. Okay, so we want to find somebody with Minnesota. So it's right here. And then in this find group, we're going to, I'm sorry, this sort and filter group, sorry. We want to click on selection, and then notice it comes up with whatever we're sitting on. So we're going to say equals Minnesota. So now we have applied, so we found the first record because we want to find everything in Minnesota. So we found the first occurrence in Minnesota, and then I said, okay, hey, match it as equal, and now it applied that filter. So one of the things you want to know about filters is like it just keeps the last one that you have. So I'm going to go ahead and do a save. So that filter is temporary unless you save it. Okay, so then that filter is saved, but when you go back into the table, so I'm closing it, now I'm going to open up customer. Do you see it's gone? But since the filter's saved, I can just say toggle filter and it'll keep that last one that I did. But you can only keep the last one, right? So we're going to go ahead, so we're going to toggle that on and close this table up. Okay, I am going to stop right here and pick up with using a text filter on 174. All right, guys, thank you.